Welcome back, everyone. It's Duncan Alexander here, and I'm on episode 3. And today we're going to talk about changing our thoughts so we can reshape who we are. So, we have all found ourselves having a hard time trying to get over someone or a situation, especially if we feel like, we've been done wrong. Maybe we've been broken up with, and we don't think it's justified. Or perhaps you carry negative effects that you think that you do not deserve any better, and they constantly play on repeat day after day. That's definitely the case for me. But let me be the first one to let you know you're not alone. But there is hope. You can change your beliefs and start believing in yourself and following the 5R rules. And according to John Assarafs, if you follow the 5R process, you can change your life and own your personal reality. Sounds pretty cool. So when I heard this, I had to dive a little bit deeper. So the 5 R's are recognize, respond, reframe, release, and retrain. Firstly, you want to recognize or realize your thought patterns, emotions, or behaviors, and ask yourself, are these things moving me closer to my desired goals? And if not, how do you move past them? Secondly, you want to respond and ask if there are any ways in which you can change the meaning, emotion, or behavior that is destructive into something constructive. And it's good to know that there always is. Thirdly, you take that knowledge and reframe that circumstance by looking at it from a different point of view to change the meaning that it currently has. For some people, like me, it can take me a while to get past this step. This is where I found meditation helps me immensely. Meditation helps me take the ego out of the circumstance and takes me back down to a low beta state of mind so that we can look at the situation constructively and give it different meaning. Thoughts, either conscious or unconscious, set off a myriad of electrical impulses that influence our bodies and who we are. And according to Joe Dispenza, brain cells are constantly and continually remolded and reorganized by our thoughts and experiences. Neurologically, we are repeatedly reorganized by the endless stimuli in our world that we attend to. It is where we place our attention and what we place our attention on that maps the course of our very state of being. Our attention brings everything to life and makes real what was essentially unnoticed or unreal. We repeatedly think about, and what we focus our attention on is what we neurologically become. Neuroscience has finally understood that we can mold and shape the neurological framework of self by the repeated attention we give to any one thing. And if thoughts, our energy and physical matter is 99.999999% energy, then thoughts can most certainly materialize in the physical world. All right, and the 4th R is release. Emotions are waves and they don't last long, so if we can learn to ride out that wave, and when you feel the emotion and you let it ride out, you can begin to observe it and not react to that emotion. Therefore, that you control the emotion, not the emotion controls you. The 5th R is retrain. Retrain your brain. So if we can go through the 4 first R's, recognize, respond, reframe, and release a negative circumstance, thought, emotion, behavior, then we can catch ourselves before we go down that road and kick ourselves into fight, flight, or freeze response. And the more we do it, becomes a habit, and then we start having a different experience with that, and then we start to control ourselves and our brains instead of letting the circumstances outside of us control us. All right, let's give credit where credit's due. These 5 R's, the recognize, respond, refrain, release, and retrain, come to you from John Assarafs, and I will post a link down in the video so you can check out and listen to the interview that I watched and get more of a further look into the 5 R's. Okay, All right. Have a great evening.